Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, giving you even more specialized support than ever before. Like access to the trade desk, our team of passionate traders ready to tackle anything from the most complex trading questions to a simple strategy gut check. Need assistance? No problem. Get 24/7 professional answers and live help, and access support by phone, email, and in-platform chat. That's how Schwab is here for you, to help you trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading. Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, bringing you an expanding library of education with even more ways to sharpen your trading skills. Access new online courses, insightful webcasts, articles, engaging videos, and more, all curated just for traders. Plus, guided learning paths with content designed to fit your unique interests. No sifting to find exactly what you need, so you can spend your time learning to trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Comedy and variety on this Friday. Episodes of the Chase and Sanborn Hour. Don Ameche, Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, W.C. Fields, and Sonja Henie. We'll also have an episode of the Great Gildersleeve where Gildy's wedding day crops up back in 1943. A Jack Benny episode from 1948 in the last show of that season. And we'll cap it all off with an episode of The Couple Next Door. That's what's coming up on this Friday. This is the 27th day of June, 178th day of the year. We have 187 days left in 2025. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints founder Joseph Smith murdered on this date in 1844 by a mob in Carthage, Illinois. 1898, Joshua Slocum became the first person to successfully circumnavigate the earth alone when he landed his sloop Spray in Newport, Rhode Island, 46,000 miles. The Newbery Medal for Children's Literature, first awarded on this date in 1922, and it was on this date in 1950, the start of international involvement in the Korean War.
The Security Council recommends that the members of the United Nations furnish such assistance to the Republic of Korea as may be necessary to repel the armed attack and to restore international peace and security in the area.
Ambassador Warren Austin of the U.S. reading the UN resolution. As a result, President Truman ordered the Air Force and Navy into the Korean War. The world's first atomic power station opened near Moscow on this date in 1954. In 1969, police and gays clashed at the Stonewall Inn in New York City, fostering the gay rights movement. Jim Forat, who was there that night, recalled it years later.
It was a flashpoint. All of the anger people had inside of them that they were not in touch with because of oppression came to the forefront.
And you get that sort of thing happening in these kind of conflicts. Started back on this date in 1969. On this date in 1974, just prior to the 1974 Moscow summit, President Nixon made this statement.
What we are doing is establishing a record where the two strongest nations in the world and their leaders will seek greatness not but by what they might accomplish in war, but greatness by what they accomplish in the works of peace.
The summit led to the signing of the Threshold Test Ban Treaty that banned nuclear tested devices having a yield exceeding 150 kilotons, bigger than 150,000 tons of TNT. Legendary Route 66, running from Chicago to Santa Monica, California, decertified on this date in 1985, the victim of the interstate highway system. On this date in 1991, Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall announced his retirement. When a reporter asked him why he was retiring.
What's wrong with me? I'm old. I'm getting old and coming apart.
The former Solicitor General, the first African-American on the Supreme Court, he stepped down at the conclusion of the term in October of 1991. He would pass away 15 months later at the age of 84. In 2003, the National Do Not Call Registry, formed to combat unwanted telemarketing calls and administered by the FTC, enrolled almost 750,000 phone numbers on its first day, and it still doesn't work. 2005, BTK killing suspect Dennis Rader pled guilty to 10 counts of first-degree murder.
At this time, I'm going to ask, how do you plead to these 10 counts?
Guilty.
Rader matter-of-factly described how he committed the crimes that terrorized the Wichita, Kansas area for decades.
First of all, Mr. Otero was strangled, or a bag put over his head and strangled. Then I thought he was going down, and I went over and strangled Mrs. Otero, and I thought she was down. Then I strangled Josephine, thought she was down, and then I went over to Junior and put the bag on his head.
Rader sentenced to 10 consecutive life terms for the murders. He remains in the El Dorado, Kansas correctional facility. He's now 80 years of age. NASA launched the Interface Region Imaging Spectrograph on this date in 2013, a space probe to observe the sun. And it was a year ago today that President Biden debated former President Donald Trump. The debate led to Biden's withdrawal from the election on July 21st. Passing away on this date in history, Jack Lemmon, General George Patton, actress Gail Storm, My Three Sons Don Grady, soul singer Bobby Womack, author of Future Shock Alvin Toffler, the patriarch of the Jackson family, Joe Jackson, country musician Kinky Friedman, and Martin Mull, a very funny man. We've lost them all on this date in history. Birthdays on this date include Captain Kangaroo, Bob Keeshan, also Helen Keller passing away on this date, and billionaire and politician Ross Perot.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Singer-songwriter with the Beach Boys, Bruce Johnston, 83 years of age. Of course, we lost Brian Wilson recently, and that is sad. Also, the man who played the piano about the Music Box Dancer, Frank Mills, 83 as well. Fashion designer Vera Wang is 76.
Every single person is unique, and how you look and how you are should be part of your mantra.
Vera Wang, 76 years old today. From Felicity, Alias, and Lost, producer-director J.J. Abrams is 59. The Super Nanny, Joe Frost, is 55 today.
It was just ridiculous. This tantrum was going on forever. I don't know how Barbara drove that car with Andra screaming.
Super Nanny Joe Frost, 55 today. He was Spider-Man, well, at least in the franchise from 2002 to 2007. Tobey Maguire, now 50 years old.
Hey, you guys. No playing in the streets.
Yes, Mr. Spider-Man.
See ya.
Yes, Mr. Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire, 50 years old today. Khloe Kardashian's 41.
Those coffees, they were like so good. It just gave me like a spike of energy. Like that's the caffeine I need every day.
The Kardashian that seems to have some brains. Khloe Kardashian, 41 today. From The Walking Dead, Alana Masterson is 37. Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter movies, Matthew Lewis, is 36. And another cast member from The Walking Dead, he was Carl Chandler Riggs, 26. Those are just a few of the people celebrating the 27th day of June as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
All right, we're going to head back 88 years to a Sunday, and that was the 27th day of June 1937. 88 years ago, the Chase and Sanborn Hour. So get caffeined up and we'll get going with some Chase and Sanborn coffee. But first, these messages.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit ActiveDay.com to apply.
When we started writing our thoughts down on paper, it opened up endless possibilities. Ideas could grow beyond the borders of the mind, and it changed the world. Somewhere along the way, we lost touch with paper, distracted by devices made for every purpose except for thinking and focus. On edge, waiting for the next notification. But what if new technology didn't pull us away from paper, but brought us closer to it? Listen. That's not paper. It's the sound of the new Remarkable Paper Pro, rewriting the future. A paper tablet with a true color ink display, gentle reading light, and unheard of tactility. With digital features for taking notes, thinking, and organizing, without any distractions. Paper is about to change the world again. Get your paper tablet at remarkable.com today.
Did you know that for only $10 you can supplement the food rations of a family of 4 for a whole month? Just send that $10 to CARE, spelled C-A-R-E, New York. CARE guarantees delivery of its packages to 11 different countries in Europe, as well as to India, Israel, and Japan. Don't forget to include your name and address and the name and address of the family you want to receive the CARE package, because CARE is a person-to-person, international goodwill service.
The makers of Chase and Sanborn Coffee, the blend of the world's choice coffees, now being sold at a very reasonable price, present Sonja Henie, Dorothy Lamour, W.C. Fields, Ray Middleton, Edgar Bergen, and Charlie McCarthy, Werner Jansen, and Don Ameche. This is the Chase and Sanborn Hour.
This is the Chase and Sanborn Hour, and this is Don Ameche.
And this is Charlie McCarthy.
Yes, this is Don Ameche greeting you for one of Hollywood's new stars.
Charlie McCarthy.
Please, Charlie. The world-famous skater, Miss Sonja Henie. Yes. And for Ray Middleton...
He's a singer, too, eh?
Yes, Charlie. A singer whose baritone voice and dramatic talents make him one of the finest young singers in America.
This is Charlie McCarthy still. Charlie McCarthy.
Charlie McCarthy, all right, but never still.
Oh, you will have your clips now.
Greetings, Sue, from Dorothy Lamour.
Oh, to your Lamour.
W.C. Fields.
Boo, boo, boo.
Edgar Bergen.
Boo, boo, boo.
And Charlie McCarthy.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Charlie, you're a great help.
I'm prejudiced. That's what my mother always says. Don't you, Mr. Bergen?
Now, don't be silly, Charlie. I'm not your mother.
No. Well, you've been a mummy and a daddy to me.
Yes.
And frankly, neither one of you know how to bring up a child.
And America's foremost conductor, Werner Jansen.
You know, I'm an MC, Mr. Ameche. Did you know that?
Charlie, I didn't know you were an MC.
Sure, Charles M.C. Carthy.
Well, Charles M.C. Carthy, I suggest you and I join Sonja, Dorothy, Bill, Ray, and Edgar, and tap our feet as Werner Jansen conducts the orchestra in the hit tune, All God's Children Got Rhythm, from the Marx Brothers picture, A Day at the Races.
Is that so?
sounds of rhythm were certainly present when the queen of ice skating was born one cold winter night in Norway during an ice storm. She's Sonja Henie, 3 times Olympic champion, and one of the newest and brightest picture stars. We had a lot of fun when we played together in the 20th Century Fox picture, 1 in a Million, and believe me, I got a great thrill watching Sonja skate. Now we're together again in Martinez Sierra's comedy, The Romantic Young Lady. Miss Sonja Henie.
Oh, who is it?
The Romantic Young Lady, with Sonja Henie as Selma, the girl who wanted to meet life and romance face to face. Don Ameche is the young stranger. It is Paris, late one night. Selma's parents have gone to bed, and she has just put out the lights in the living room when a summer thunderstorm breaks. As Selma is about to close the window, a man's straw hat comes sailing into the room and drops at her feet. A minute later, a young man appears at the window, then jumps into the dark room.
Oh, who is it?
Now, don't be alarmed. Please don't be alarmed.
Keep away from me. Keep away. Help!
Now, for heaven's sakes, don't shout. I'm not a thief. I'm thoroughly respectable. Say, it's kind of dark in here. I can't see a thing. Oh, pardon me. Did I bump you?
Yes, but go away.
Well, I'd go this very minute, but I can't move.
Why not?
Well, your hair seems to have got twisted in my cufflink.
Well, get it loose.
Well, that's not so easy in the dark. Can we have some light? Where's their lamp?
On the table. Ow! You're pulling my hair.
Oh, 10,000 apologies.
You move and I move. Then it won't pull. Now.
I'll stay very close to you. How's that?
You don't have to stay that close.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was very pleasant.
There. I've got the light.
Now, perhaps we can undo the tangle. You really have the most infernal hair.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I meant for getting tangled. But it's really very, very lovely hair. And a charming color. It's like honey. Oh, and it smells of... What is it, violets? Violets, yes.
Does that concern you?
Well, I never said it concerned me. I said it smelled of violets. I'm sorry if that offended you.
Have you finished untangling it?
Oh, not nearly.
Then cut it with these scissors.
Cut it? Oh, what a pity.
Oh, I'll cut it. There.
Well, now I can really get a look at you. Very nice.
Now, will you please tell me why you break into my house like this?
Certainly. When the storm came up, a gust of wind blew my hat off my head and very thoughtfully blew it right in here. So I came to find it.
Well, now that you have your hat, will you please go?
Oh, but it's pouring in torrents.
The rain is stopping.
Oh, the rain is not stopping. Besides, look out of the window. There's a man across the street. If he sees me jump out of the window, he might think things he shouldn't.
Oh, that's true. Oh, dear.
So perhaps I'd better wait and prevent any possible scandal.
Yes. Please, sit down.
Thank you. You know, you have a charming accent. Norwegian, isn't it?
Yes.
You live here with your family?
Yes.
You're not married?
No. There are more important things in life.
Oh, so you're a modern young lady, hmm?
I hope so.
Well, I just wondered when I see that you waste your time reading a book like that.
Really? Do you know what this book is?
Yes, it's a sentimental novel called A Spring Romance.
Have you read it?
Yes, I've read it. It's by Lawrence Oliver Sheridan.
You don't like it?
Well, it isn't so badly written, but the author hasn't any sense. He writes romantic rubbish.
How can you say such things?
Well, I'm just a man of ordinary common sense. And if you were really a modern woman instead of, forgive me, a girl trying to find romance in books, you wouldn't like Sheridan's writings either.
How dare you say such things? He's a genius. Oh, I wish I could tell him so.
Well, that could be arranged.
You mean you know him?
Oh, yes, I know him. I'll give you a letter to him.
Oh, would you? Oh, but I would not dare to call on him.
I thought you were so modern and independent. Oh, wait. I've got a better plan. Here's the morning paper. Where did I see that advertisement? Oh, here it is. Here, read this.
Wanted well-educated and responsible lady as secretary to writer. Typing, not shorthand. Do you think that's he?
That's his address. You can pretend you want the job and have an excuse to meet him. I'll give you a letter. By the way, what's your name?
Selma Hansen.
Selma? Oh, such a pretty name. May I use this piece of paper?
Of course. You know, I really think I shall try for the position.
Try for the... Are you serious?
Why not? I'm tired of depending on other people. I want to work to earn my living.
Good girl. You talk like that to him, and I'm sure he'll engage you at once. Well, here's the letter.
You're very kind. Your name is,
Obadiah Pepper. It's kind of horrible, isn't it? But we're not all lucky enough to be called as your hero is Lawrence Oliver Sheridan. Ah, well.
Thank you so much.
Oh, not at all. I should be happy to have helped a little in raising you from the humiliation of being just a romantic young lady. And now that the gentleman across the way seems to have gone to bed, I shall bid you good night.
Is Mr. Sheridan in? I have a letter.
Mr. Sheridan won't be long. Do sit down.
Are you Mrs.
No, I'm his secretary.
Oh. Then there's no use in waiting. I can...
No. Do sit down. I should have said I was his secretary. I'm only staying on until he gets a new one. You see, I'm getting married.
To him?
Oh, no. You've never met him?
Mr. Sheridan? Oh, no. Is he married?
No, he's not married.
I think his books are wonderful.
I'm sure he'll be pleased to hear that. Oh, the telephone. Excuse me a minute.
Has she come yet, Mr. Bond?
Yes, the young lady is waiting, Mr. Sheridan.
Well, good morning.
You are...
Your favorite author, Lawrence Oliver Sheridan.
Why didn't you tell me at last name your name?
Obadiah Pepper? Well, my name is Obadiah Pepper. But what woman would ever read a romantic novel with that name on the cover?
You could have told me who you were.
After you'd raved about my books? After all, I have some modesty.
Why did you give me that letter?
Because I wanted so much to see you again. If I'd asked you last night, you probably would have said no.
Well, now that I am here...
I have an important question to ask. Will you be my secretary?
My answer is good morning.
Oh, you're just being stubborn. Now, I'm going to ask again. Will you be my...
I'll be nothing at all to you.
I'll pay a very good salary. And if you'll marry me, I'll add board and lodging. Even separate board if you insist. And then you could invite me to dinner every Monday and Thursday.
How funny you are.
Oh, thank heavens I've heard you laugh again. Well, will you accept the offer?
What promise can you give me?
About the money?
No, that we shall be happy.
Oh, none. Promises are no good, except in the last chapters of novels. In life, you make happiness, or you just find it by luck. Life isn't a book, my dear.
I suppose not.
But it's an awfully good story, if you have someone to share it with. Better than any book you ever read.
But you don't love me.
Whatever makes you think that?
Because you've been making fun of me all the time. First with the hat, then the letter, then this morning.
Well, would you rather I'd sent you a note in my best literary style? I thought you had more real imagination than that.
Of course I have.
Then don't you know that the best way to get results out of even the most serious things is to keep your sense of humor about them? Why, you precious little fool. You were aching for life, and you don't know enough to recognize romance when it comes to you. Now, are you ready to answer me? Will you...
Yes.
Oh, it's such a nice word, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, Obadiah.
For Sonja Henie, Dorothy Lamour, and myself, thank you. It's no secret that summer is here now, and for a tip on what to do about it, listen to this.
To forget that uncomfortable hot weather, try a tall, frosty glass of iced coffee. And if you want iced coffee that's more delicious and more refreshing, here are the all-important things to remember. To offset dilution by melting ice, measure your coffee more generously than usual. And be sure to use the blend that gives you extra flavor. You'll find that Chase and Sanborn coffee is ideal because it has the extra richness you need when you add ice. As you know, Chase and Sanborn dated coffee is a superb blend of the world's choice coffees. And you get it at its best, rushed straight from the roasting to your grocer. Guaranteed fresh by our dating plan. Dating and rapid delivery are your safeguards against stale, weak flavor. Your assurance of extra richness. What's more, this system makes expensive containers needless. So we use instead a money-saving dated bag. You get the benefit of this economy in two ways. In richer, higher-quality coffee and in the low price. Enjoy this delicious blend often, either hot or iced. Buy a pound of Chase and Sanborn dated coffee from your grocer tomorrow.
In her first picture, Dorothy Lamour sang a song that helped to make her famous. For us, Dorothy again sings the unforgettable Moonlight and Shadows, both in English and in the language of the heroine of Jungle Princess, Malayan. That was lovely, Dorothy. A calm to steel us against the coming storm, represented by Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, yes, that's right, yes. Oh, dear. I'm not so stormy today. I'm just sad, that's all.
Oh, now come, Charlie.
Oh, please.
What's the trouble?
Oh, don't coax me, Mr. Bergen.
What's the trouble?
I'm just sad, that's all. Just sad.
I see.
Suffer. No one will ever know how I suffer.
I don't suppose so.
I won't tell them. It's none of their business, no.
Well, what's wrong?
Oh, please don't coax me.
Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Oh, I wish you wouldn't insist on it, Mr. Bergen.
Well, now.
Please don't hold my hand, Mr. Bergen.
Well, why?
I don't know you very well.
Oh, yes.
You're hurting me.
Oh, now, come on now.
No.
What's wrong?
1,000 times nay.
All right. Well, certainly change that expression on your face.
What's the matter with my expression?
That long, sad face, that scowl, and there is your mouth hanging open, isn't it?
Well, you ought to know. You open it.
All right. Now, I tell you, Charlie, suppose I tell a funny story. Yes. Don't you think that would help you so you could laugh it off?
No, I'm too sad, Mr. Bergen. I couldn't possibly laugh today.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I might go as far as a tee-hee-hee.
Yes.
But never a ho-ho-ho.
Oh, no.
It's out of the question. I'm too sad.
Well, you must be sad. Yeah. Well, then, Charlie, I'll sing a song.
Oh, come now. I'm sad as it is.
All right. Wouldn't you like to hear my favorite college song?
No, frankly, no.
Listen. Fill your glasses, boys, and drink it all. Drink it.
I wouldn't try it if I were you. I wouldn't even try it if I were me.
I ought to be able to hit that. We'll drink a toast, a toast. We'll drink a toast.
Is it a yodeling song?
No. I'm having a little trouble hitting the key. Don't explain. Yes, I need someone to start me.
You need someone to stop you. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll sing later on.
When I'm stronger.
Yes, all right.
Then you sing and I'll accompany you on the bicycle.
All right.
I wish I hadn't sold my clavichord. You should hear me play Pony Boy by Mozart. You know, boy? Maybe you'd like to... I also play Marbles by Cat's Eye and Aggie, a very snappy thing. See, why don't we ever sing a duet, Mr. Bergen?
Well, now, a duet, that's rather difficult to do.
It is?
Yes.
Well, I suppose it would be for you, yes. That's all you can do to hold your lips still when I'm talking.
All right.
He's so sensitive about those things. That burns him up when I say that.
Yeah. Charlie, is it necessary to say those things?
I'm sorry.
All right.
After all, don't be so sensitive. All right. These people, they know you're doing the talking.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you're just a mess of nerves, that's all.
Yes.
I wish my Uncle Anthony was here. Then we could have a quartet.
A quartet? You mean a trio?
Well, he's so two-faced, I think he'd be a quartet.
But you never told me, Charlie, that you had an Uncle Anthony.
Well, he really isn't my uncle. For that matter, his name isn't Anthony.
I see. Well, can he sing?
A little bit, yes. But he writes, too.
Oh.
Yes, he writes.
What does he write?
He writes other people's names on checks.
Oh.
Bad habit.
Yes. Has he a pen name?
He has now, yes. It's number 46389. But he's still musical. You can't down him. He was head of the Glee Club at Leavenworth. Then he was at Ossining. Now he's at Sing Sing. He sort of made a concert tour of America. Oh, but what a voice. And hot singing, too.
Is that so? Does he swing?
Yeah, I'm afraid he will this time.
Don't give up hope, Mr. McCarthy. There is still time for justice to be done. Remember, Blot, Blab, Bragg, and Pecksniff are still on the job.
Who is this man, Charlie?
Oh, that's Uncle Anthony's lawyer.
Oh.
He's handling my case, too.
Your case?
Yes.
Well, what case is this?
I have a slander suit case against Fields. Oh, I'll get him. I'll mow him down.
Yeah.
Drop last pint, I'll get him.
Now, listen. Do you think you stand a chance? Do you think you can collect?
Well, Blat, Blab, Bragg, and Pecksniff never fail.
Oh, I see. And which one are you?
I am Blob. Here's my card.
Yeah, there it is.
I am the third one from the left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bragg. Yes. Well, I'm very glad to meet you, Mr. Bragg. Just what is the course of procedure with this slander suit?
Defamation of character, alienation of affector.
Yeah, ma'am.
Slander.
Yeah. And don't forget to throw in a couple of tuits and vitters and habeas corpus, too.
Mr. McCarthy.
Yeah.
For what amount do you wish me to sue Mr. Fields?
Well, I'd say, $12,000. He's used to that.
Yes. Why not start with $12 million? Then we'll have a chance to dicker.
You said something there. The man is dynamite. Just dynamite. It's sure thing. It's in the bag right now. We'll come down to $12,000. He'll still think he's lucky.
Have you any witnesses, Mr. McCarthy?
No, but I can get all I need.
Oh, no. That will not do.
No?
In all events, we must be ethical.
Yeah. Now, maybe I should get another lawyer, Bergen.
Fear not, Mr. McCarthy. Justice shall be done.
That's the spirit. We're going to get justice, and we don't care how crooked we have to be to get it. That's
Mr. Fields has caused a breach of etiquette, breach of faith, and a breach of friendship.
Yeah.
We will try to collect. We may win a great deal, and then again we may land in jail.
Well, bust my breeches. Come on, counselor.
Doesn't sound to me as though Charlie is the best lawyer he can find. Personally, I can't help him on a barrister. But if anyone wants a good baritone, I can recommend Ray Middleton. Ray is famous for singing such new music as All Points West and Emperor Jones. But it's easy for Ray to go back 150 years and give a swell impersonation of Figaro, the jolly barber of Seville. A man who falls all over himself when he tries to tell you how important he is. How he shaves the men, how he gossips with the women, how the whole town comes to him for advice until there's no peace for the wise. Night and day, somebody is almost sure to be calling Figaro, 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 Figaro. Ray Middleton singing the famous Largo al Factotum.
Largo al factotum della città, largo. La 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 la. Presto bottega che la già presto. La 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 la. Ah, che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissima per verità, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissima per verità, fortunatissima per verità. La 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 la. Roma partuto la mattina il giorno, sempre in coro in giro sta, 1000 lucani e per un barbiere vita più nobile non si dà. La 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 la. Rasori pettini, lance di forbici al mio comando, tutto qui sta. Lance di forbici, rasori pettini al mio comando, tutto qui sta. E la risorsa poi del mestiere con la daneta col cavaliere con la danetta la 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 col cavaliere la 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 la. Che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere per un barbiere di qualità, di qualità. Tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne e ragazzi, vecchie fanciulle, quale parrucca, presto la barba, quale sanguigna, presto il biglietto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, quale parrucca, presto la barba, presto il biglietto, Figaro, 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 ahimè, che furia, ahimè, che vola, uno alla volta, per carità, per carità, per carità, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, per carità. Figaro, son qua, Figaro, son qua, Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su, Figaro su, prestissimo come il fulmine con il factotum della città, della città, della città, della città. Apro Figaro tigro, bravo, bravissimo, abra tigro, bravo, bravissimo, have fortuna, non mancherà. Abra tigro, bravo, bravissimo, abra tigro, bravo, bravissimo, have fortuna, non mancherà. Solo il saccone della città, solo il saccone della città, della città, della città.
Bravo to your Figaro, Ray. Chase and Sanborn Hour with W.C. Fields, Sonja Henie, Ray Middleton, Dorothy Lamour, Edgar Bergen, and Charlie McCarthy, and Werner Jansen continues in just a moment.
Yeah, you had W.C. Fields and you had highbrow music. Go figure. There's the Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy show, the first half of the Chase and Sanborn Hour, as it was broadcast 88 years ago today, June 27th, 1937. Have a look at the news items from this day 88 years ago, when Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues in a moment.
Can I take this can of used fat to the store and keep the money?
Why, yes. But what made you think about doing that all of a sudden?
Well, heck, Mom. They got a big sign in the store about it. They're paying real money for this used fat now.
Yes, you may be surprised at how much dealers are paying for used fats these days. It soon counts up. You see, used fats are still needed very much. This country and the whole world are still short of oils for making soap and other industrial products. So whether you let Junior keep the change or use the money to cut down your grocery bills, it pays to save every drop of used fat.
And that used fat savings went on for years. A lot of people don't realize it was past the end of World War II into the late 40s. They were still saving fat because they needed it for soap production. So there you go. Okay, we've been listening to the Edgar Bergen, actually it's the Chase and Sanborn Hour. Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, W.C. Fields, also Sonja Henie, the guest, and of course your moderator in the show is Don Ameche. It was originally broadcast 88 years ago, Sunday, June 27th, 1937. Here's some of the headlines in the news from that day. The Herald Examiner newspaper said Robert Irwin, sculptor, hunted throughout the country for New York's triple Easter Sunday slayings. He had surrendered in the Herald Examiner office in Chicago. Detective headquarters and the Central Police Station reported they had received no word of the man's capture. Paper said Irwin confessed the slayings of Veronica Gayden, the artist model, her mother, and Frank Burns, a roomer, in their New York City apartment. In an additional statement in the paper, Irwin said his original purpose was to kill Veronica's sister Ethel, whom he said he loved, but who had married another man. In Spain, the Spanish merchant vessel Cabo Palos, laden with foodstuffs, reported to have been sunk by a submarine off Port Aifach near Valencia, with the loss of 5 members of the crew. 44 survivors, including a woman nurse, taken to Alicante by another ship after they drifted 6 hours in lifeboats. The Globe Wireless reported that the crew of 40 men off the flaming British freighter Sandgate Castle had been rescued far out into the Atlantic Ocean by the SS President Pierce, which was proceeding to New York. The Sandgate Castle, swept by fire, abandoned and reported to the Coast Guard as dangerous to navigation. A new drive to capture Madrid and end the Spanish War appeared imminent last night as insurgents launched heavy attacks against the capital's defenders. The offensive, preceded by shelling, came almost simultaneously with the prediction by Premier Benito Mussolini's newspaper that insurgents shortly would break Madrid's iron ring defenses and win the war. 1 man killed, 10 persons hurt in the collision of an eastern Michigan motor bus and a gasoline truck in Mount Morris, Michigan, 5 miles to the north of Flint. State police and deputy sheriffs explored the wreckage, and after the Mount Morris Fire Department had extinguished the raging flames. Mrs. Florence Hunt, mother of John the Revelator Worst Hunt, pictured by Hunt's Negro attorney, Hugh Macbeth, as being the real victim throughout the whole affair involving the charged seduction of a 17-year-old girl. Hunt and 3 other followers of Father Divine being tried on federal charges of transporting Delight Jewett from Denver to Beverly Hills for immoral purposes under the pretext that she was to be the mother of a new Redeemer. Arthur Hyde, the former Secretary of Agriculture, said in an interview in Springfield, Missouri, the hopes of the Republican Party lies in drafting Herbert Hoover for the special task of revitalizing and strengthening it for 1940. The National Labor Relations Board, charging the Ford Motor Company with responsibility for malicious and brutal assaults on United Auto Workers organizers, issued a complaint against the company and set July 6th for a hearing. A group of independent steelworkers appealed to Governor M. Clifford Townsend of Indiana, to work out a quick, peaceful settlement of the steel strike controversy in Indiana's Calumet district. An Ohio National Guardsman unit detailed in Ohio to aid workmen patrolling a railroad encampment, which kept a huge lake formed by floodwaters from pouring in upon the already partially inundated town of Bellevue, where one person had been drowned. And Democrat senators and congressmen brought back to Washington from their picnic with President Roosevelt a more detailed description of a softball game than of legislative prospects. Like the contingent which preceded them to Jefferson Island, they reported virtually no serious discussion of national or congressional affairs. Those some of the day's news stories as reported in the newspapers of Sunday, June 27, 1937. We'll get back to Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, Don Ameche, and W.C. Fields and Sonja Henie in a moment.
This is Peter Hallas. As senior editor of the Hungarian desk at Radio Free Europe, I write and edit material destined for an audience still living behind barbed wire. I know those people, for I was one of them. I escaped to freedom in 1956, but there are millions still in captivity. Radio Free Europe keeps them in touch with the world outside. Keep RFE on the air with contributions to Crusade for Freedom.
Now the conclusion of the Chase and Sanborn Hour from 88 years ago today, Sunday, June 27th, 1937.
Oh, Mr. Ameche.
Yes, Charlie.
What's the word with thee?
What wouldst, Sir Charles?
I wouldst the knockdown to yon knockout, my lady Sonja.
Oh, but certainly. No sooner said than done, ya.
Oh, what fun, ya. Will you introduce Bergen, too? I'm big-hearted. I don't care.
Miss Henie, Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
How do you do?
Yes, Miss Henie, it's a great pleasure to meet you. You know, I'm of Swedish descent. We're practically neighbors, you know. And the first time I saw you skate was in Norway.
Oh, how interesting. Have you been to Oslo, Mr. Bergen?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, I was in Oslo, Göteborg, Köpenhamn, Stockholm.
Nej, vad morsamt. Det är ett dejligt land, inte sant?
Ja, det är vackert.
Ja. I think so, too, yeah.
Yes, it is. And while in Norway, I visited Svartisenfjord och Gudsvagnen.
Ja, det är vackert. Ja.
That much vackert.
Ja. Couple of aliens here.
You must come home and meet my mother and have some smörgåsbord.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, sure, I think I go, too. Yeah, that... Awful clicky, these Vikings. Awful clicky. I'll get in on this watch now. Miss Henie, my name is Charlie Swanson. That ought to help.
Oh, Miss Henie, this is Charlie. Charlie's a great admirer of yours.
Yes, ever since I saw your picture, 1 in 1,000, I think it was.
Oh, no, you mean the picture 1 in 1,000,000.
Yeah, well, I saw it as a double feature, and they had to cut it down. Oh, Miss Henie, I love ice, especially thin ice. I'd give anything if I could skate like you.
Can you not skate at all, Mr. Charlie?
Well, yes and no. But you see, my ankles are so weak. I'm practically skating on double runners. I don't have to have my skate sharpened. I just sharpen my ankles.
I would be very glad to help you.
Now we're getting someplace. Scrambergen, all. Miss Henie, do you fall down very often?
I did, but I was learning.
Yeah. Did you always land Sonja side up?
Well, Sonja time. But there isn't much time to decide how you want to fall.
Yeah, that's true. I always decide, but no matter what I decide, I always fall on the same spot.
Well, Charlie, suppose you skate away and rest on your laurels. George Gershwin has not rested on his laurels since he first combined jazz with classical music and had his compositions played by a great symphony orchestra. He is famous for such popular song hits as I've Got Rhythm, The Man I Love, and Clap Your Hands. Winter Jansen conducts the orchestra in a medley of these songs. The Gershwin Medley, a paraphrase. Life moves on, the plot thickens. The net results are in the hands of fate. Undaunted, I rush to meet the irrepressible, incorrigible, and inevitable W.C. Fields. Well, how you feeling, Bill?
Props. I'm feeling full of camaraderie. Esprit de corps, I enjoy the vivre, Don. That means I don't feel so well. Yet I feel very happy because I've just written my first column for the newspaper.
Oh, so you're a columnist now.
Yeah.
What do you call your column, Bill?
Fields finds fun with film folks in Hollywood. Or musings whilst receiving a parking ticket at the crossroads of Hollywood and Vine.
Oh, is that just the title, Bill, or the whole article?
Oh, it's the whole... What do you mean? It's the title. Don't be facetious, Don.
I apologize, Bill.
Fish, 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 and all the sloops at sea in the great Mississippi River.
Bill.
Hey, tributary, Hudson River, fishing boats.
Bill, please, wait.
Sailboats, rowboats, the people bathing in the ocean, fish, fish.
What is that fish? You don't by any chance mean flash, do you?
Oh, no, somebody else is using that, Don. Fish, fluid.
Fish, flash, fluid.
This is turkey dressing.
What do you mean, turkey dressing?
Inside stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, please.
All right, Bill. Fish.
You hooked me that time. Bing Crosby will either stay in California all summer or part of the summer if he decides not to go away.
All right, Bill, thanks.
For a trip.
Yeah, sure.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, of course, Bill.
Or something.
Yeah, no question about it.
Sometime. He gave the following to this scribe as an exclusive.
Exclusive.
I don't know what to do, he said. I haven't really decided. I may go or may not.
Oh, that's great news, Bill.
I asked Bing's permission to use this or tell it over the radio. He gave it to me grudgingly as an exclusive.
An exclusive?
Yeah. He said you must tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Good luck, Bing, I said, if you go.
Oh, that's very good, Bill.
Flask.
Flask.
Yes, flask. Don't forget your flask. Heard the Siamese twins are suing for separation. One has signed a contract with Paramount.
Wait a minute, Bill. Wait a minute.
The other signed a contract with Universal.
Bill, look, don't say Paramount.
All right, Don. They just signed with University.
Okay.
Maybe Paramount will be glad to get rid of them.
Bill, please.
Flash Blue, fresh fish. Saw Ben Burney and Walter Winchell having their shoe shined on the Paramount lot.
Wait a minute, Bill. What?
All right, make it Universal. Or parking lot, or Chase and Sanborn's lot. I don't care. Anybody's lot. They were smoking cigars. Except Winchell, who is very fond of Swiss chard.
Is that all, Bill?
No. Flash, fish, So Sonja Henie, skating girl. She's trucking at the truck. Paramount truck.
Yeah, Bill.
She's trucking, yeah. She was in the arms of a very handsome young man. More power to you, Tyrone.
Oh, that's very clever, Bill.
Yeah, rather subtle, isn't it, Don?
Wait a minute, Bill. Wait. Here's Sonja right now.
Oh.
Sonja, you know Bill Fields, don't you?
No, but I would be crazy to meet him.
I don't know how to take that. Hi, honey.
The name is Henie.
Oh. That is her. Honey's a term of endearment there.
The name is still Henie.
Oh, you're going to stick to that, eh? You come from Europe, don't you, honey?
I come from Teckdown.
Oh. You do, eh? You got me stuck there. Well, it's in Europe, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. Right next to Kristiansand.
Oh, it is, eh? Why don't you come right out flat-footed and say where you came from? Came from Europe, didn't you? I hear you're a swell skate. A good skate. What's your racket, honey?
I understand you are, connoisseur on skates, too.
A connoisseur on skates, eh? Oh, I don't know how to take that one either. Dismiss it. Irrelevant, immaterial, and incompetent. Connoisseur business isn't like that.
Can you cut a figure 8 on one of your skates, Mr. Fields?
That's another one, huh? All right. I can do better than that, honey. Wait, and it's you. I used to cut a figure 11.
Figure 11?
Yeah, just stand on your skates and have someone give you a good push. Don't be difficult. I did it once without falling down. I'm writing a column.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I thought you didn't like the line. Okay. Do you know anything?
I know plenty, but I'll tell you nothing.
Oh, you won't, eh? Thanks for the tip, dear.
Well, I guess I'll go now.
Oh, you guessed right. Not bad. Not only a good skater, but a mind reader. Before you go, honey, Huey, I'd like you to autograph an ice cube for me.
You said it, honey.
You're a little dandy. Excuse me for being so curt there, but I gotta make the deadline. Flash, flish, floosh, floosh, flash. So Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy at Coconut Grove. Bergen was sitting on Charlie's lap. And McCarthy, what's his name? McCarthy, yeah. Was doing the talking for both of them. Silly thing.
Very unusual, Bill.
The audience's heads were bobbing up and down. Never saw so many bald heads in my life. No wonder they call it the Coconut Grove. I'll explain it later. I didn't think it was any good in the first place.
Wait a minute. Quiet, Bill. Here's Edgar and Charlie now.
Oh, yeah, I see. They got the lawyer with them. They're going to try to frame me for slander. Watch me double-cross the both of them. Good evening, Edgar.
Good evening, Mr. Field.
Greetings, Charles, my diminutive little chum.
Hello, Mr. Field.
Oh, it's going to be a pleasant greeting. And greetings to you, Counselor. Pardon me for complimenting you on your beautiful blonde beard. Didn't you used to play the tuba in the House of David band? How's everything up at Benton Harbor?
Very fine, thank you, very fine. But let us get on with the case, Mr. Fields. I have come here to represent my client, one Charles McCarthy, to institute proceedings against you for $12 million.
$12 million, a handsome sum. No jockey was ever ruled off for trying. Go ahead.
Unless you are willing to settle for a round sum.
Round sum, yes. I'll settle for a round sum.
Excellent.
Always round, meaning nothing.
Don't be too hasty, Mr. Fields. We are prepared to press the following charges. Defamation of character, alienation of affection, loss of services, threatened intent to assault, battery, mayhem, and murder, et al.
Et al. Who? What al? Who?
Mr. Fields, did you or did you not, on the 9th of May last, refer to my plaintiff, one Charles McCarthy, as a piece of sassafras root?
That's what he called me, all right. That's what he called me.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. We got him there. We got him. He said it. He admitted.
But sassafras fruit is very dear to my heart, barrister. I was weaned on sassafras root. I also gnawed on sassafras root instead of a pacifier.
Oh, how that man can lie. Don't believe him, Counselor. Go right ahead.
Mr. Fields, did you or did you not on the same day accuse my client of being full of termites?
Full of termites, yes. I remember. I answer in the affirmative.
He said that.
But there were extenuating circumstances.
Oh, sure.
Charles squirmed off of Mr. Bergen's knee 3 times that evening. It was not a threat. I only wished to warn the little nipper. I thought he probably had ants.
Did you hear that? Somebody's got their thumb on the scales of justice around.
Mr. Fields, did you or did you not on May 16th last describe my client as a piece of grade B lumber?
How true, how true. Grade B lumber, Counselor, is very dear and near to my heart. Grade B lumber, my little grade home in the West. Pardon me, barrister, whilst I shed a tear.
Yes, Mr. Fields.
Oh, you? Yes, my old homestead was constructed of that material. Modest little lean-to. We had no windows, but very large cracks in the wall which served the purpose admirably. Home, home, where I eat, sleep, and slumber. My little grade home, made of grade B lumber.
On May 30th, he said he would stick a woodpecker on me. Ask him to explain that.
Oh, it was merely a lark. I even wanted to give the little chap the bird.
Yes, now there. That's an insult. He does. That's what it means for that track. Go ahead.
Tut. He wished to present you with a meadowlark.
How true, how true.
But let's stick to the case. Mr. Fields, did you or did you not on June 20th threaten to drive a nail into the chest of my client?
He certainly did. He did that.
I did. I understood he was afflicted with grade B lumbar pneumonia. And thought his chest should be tapped.
Well, it's a logical jest. But I beg your pardon, my dear sir. Did you or did you not on June 20th refer to my client as being full of sap?
Yes, that's what he did. And that's what hurt me more than anything else he ever said.
Oh, you've got Charlie crying now, Bill.
Cease, my little weeping willow. Remember, a horse without hay, a cow without cud, a tree without sap. That is likened to a man without blood. I almost was.
Talk. He's the most deceitful man I ever knew. He's double-crossing buzzard.
Oh, cease, Mr. McCarthy.
No.
Very, very beautiful, Mr. Field.
And what's more, did or did not the little nipper threaten to clip me and mow me down? Did he not insist that my nasal organ was made of redwood? Accused me of being an addict of demon rum. I shudder at the thought. Have you forgotten that, my little plaintive?
No, I haven't. But then on the other hand, I tell you
did I not refer to you as my diminutive little chum?
I didn't hear it.
My pretty little queen, my own flesh and timber. Did I not offer you my nose filled with nickels?
Yes, we're talking nickels.
Venerable of that fortune for a lad in such modest circumstances. No food to buy, barrister. Practically no overhead. Not even a bath to take. Just a little sandpaper now and then. What a fortunate little sapling.
There he goes again. All right.
The little chap does not go as far.
No, wait. Oh, there's no need of going any further, Mr. Field. I understand. Poor boy.
Yes, you said it. And he said he's thrown every split off my body. Explain that.
Quiet, Mr. McCarthy. Go on, Mr. Field.
Thank you, Counselor. Thank you.
He called me a rat. He called me a punk. And he said that he'd saw me down. And he said he'd saw my arm off. That's murder.
I was only twitting. How could the boy misunderstand my gentle nature? How could one so young resort to such heretical? It's a fib, a downright fib. Pardon me for raising my voice, Counselor.
Mr. McCarthy, I cannot take this case. I will not take this case.
One nation's already been spelled.
What brand is it? Maybe I can use
Bryan again.
What's the age?
I can see at a glance that Mr. Field, the kind man, is the one who is maligned, who is injured.
Charles, my little chum, haven't I always been very the milk of human kindness?
Sour milk, yes.
Enough! I refuse your case, Mr. McCarthy.
Okay.
I apologize to you, Mr. Field, for taking your valuable time.
Thank you, Counselor, thank you.
And as for that miscreant, Mr. McCarthy, I'm through with him forever.
Oh, don't be too harsh on the little chap. We all make mistakes, Counselor.
Goodbye, Mr. Field. It's a pleasure for me to meet a man like you, a kind-hearted man. And I apologize for my intrusion.
Oh, don't mention it. Au revoir, Counselor.
I give up. This is too much for me.
Now, McCarthy, get your pencil and paper out and put this in your little memory book. You buckthorn in my side, you pump handle.
Wait a minute now. Counselor.
You skunk cabin, you stinkweed. Go away, you grub hacienda.
Where's my dictaphone?
You knotted pine, you yesteryear's discarded Christmas tree. You termite flop house. I hate every branch in your family.
Speed, blue, flash, flow, Fields, McCarthy, stood at a standstill. Thank you, Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, and thank you very much, W.C. Fields. For the hot days ahead, here are some swell suggestions to refresh you.
In these hot days, you'll find iced coffee a mighty welcome friend. It satisfies your thirst, cools you off, and revives you when you feel tired and listless. And of course, the better the coffee, the more it will do to refresh you. It is important to get the best results in making iced coffee. And it's easy, too. Simply be sure to allow for dilution by the ice. Make your coffee somewhat stronger than usual, and be sure of extra richness by using the blend that's made from the world's choice coffees, Chase and Sanborn coffee. Then you can count on delicious, refreshing iced coffee every time. For Chase and Sanborn dated coffee comes to you at the very peak of its marvelous goodness. Guaranteed fresh by our dating plan and rapid delivery system. This protects you from a stale, weak taste and assures rich, full flavor. It makes high-priced containers needless, too. Instead, we pack Chase and Sanborn dated coffee in a money-saving dated bag. The resulting economy gives you two benefits: higher quality coffee and a low price. Enjoy this delicious blend either hot or iced. Buy a pound of Chase and Sanborn dated coffee from your grocer tomorrow.
Tuning up for your big musical moment, Charlie?
Yes, and Mr. Ameche, my big moment is musical, and she's beautiful, too. Oh, Miss Lamore, have you a date for this evening?
Yes, Charlie, I have.
Oh, you know I like you, Dorothy. You're so different from the other girls. You talk to me.
Well, I'm afraid the others don't know you as I do, Charlie.
Oh, how true. How would you like to come up to my house? I'll show you my magic lantern. I have slides of early New York in the Bowery.
Picture slides of the gay 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those were the days. Not so much worry and hurry and hustle.
No, but plenty of bustle and muscle.
Oh, yussle.
Yes, sir, yes. Those were the days, my childhood days.
You must have been a beautiful child, Charlie.
Well, I was, yes. Why should I lie to you? My head was covered with curls and my face was covered with mud. I didn't care. Ishkabiddle, I used to say.
You have a wonderful memory, Charlie. That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, I remember when I played N-Man on the Gas House croquet team. That was a wicked game back in 1800 and...
As far back as that, Charlie?
Yes, maybe more. Yes, I remember we used to stop the croquet game to go and kill Indians on 42nd Street. They used to hide in the subway, the little rascals. I didn't know the meaning of the word fear then. I'd stick my head around the corner and I'd say, 23 skidoo, and then I'd run. Hold on to my scalp, please.
Yes, Charlie, I remember it used to frighten me terribly, too.
Yes, you remember? When was that?
Well, back in 1800 and
Oh, it was. What were you doing in New York in 1800 and
Well, I was singing songs with those slides while you were killing Indians. Oh, those gay 90s.
You said it. I love my wife, but oh, you kid.
Those were the days.
Those are the days, and you can have them, too.
Before you two old veterans take us back to the time when you discovered America, may I call your attention to the fact that you must prepare to sound your A's, for Ray Middleton's joining us, and Werner Jansen's guiding us, and we're all going to have a gay time singing the songs of, those were the days, the gay 90s.
Pretty maiden, are there any more at home like you?
There are a few, kind sir, but simple girls and proper too.
Then tell me, pretty maiden, what these very simple girlies do?
Kind sir, their manners are perfection and the opposite of mine.
Then take a little walk with me, and then I can see what the most particular girls
I may love you too well to let you go and flirt with those at home you know.
Well, don't, my little girl, you see, I'll only want what you.
It's not quite fair to them if you told them that you were
I
true.
won't care a pin for your sisters if you love me.
What would you say if I said I liked you well?
I'll bow to you.
On bended knee.
On bended knee.
If I loved you, would you tell me what I ought to do to keep you all mine alone? To always be true to me.
If I love you, would it be a silly thing to do?
For I must love someone.
Then why not me? Yes, I must love someone really,
and it might as well be you.
While strolling in the park one day. Uh-oh, trouble. In the merry, merry month of May. That guy is asking for it. I was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes. In the moment, my heart was still written wrong. That's the way it goes. She gave to me. I detest flute. Of course we were as happy as could be. Lay off the flute, you hear? Don't go until I'm ready, all right. I immediately raised my hat. A wise guy, huh? And finally she remarked, so help me, I'll mow him down, yes. I never shall forget the lovely afternoon I met her at the fountain in the park.
After the ball is over, after the break of morn, after the dancers leaving, after the stars are gone, many a heart is aching. If you could read them all, many the hopes that have vanished after the
guests, Sonja Henie and Ray Middleton, and for our regular company, W.C. Fields, and,
I forgot for the, what is it? Fish, flash, flute, black here, I guess that,
what is it, Bill?
I don't know, I forgot for the notch, I don't know. It's an exclusive, though, I know that. Flash, flash, flute,
Flash,
black.
flash, flute, flash. Well, I hope you remember it next
Maybe
Sunday, but then you'll be able to tell it to all of us, including Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Dorothy Lamour, and our special guests, Zazu Pitts and Hoagie Carmichael. We'll all be greeting you next week, so until next Sunday at the same time, this is yours sincerely, Don Ameche, saying au revoir.
On this program were Clap Your Hands from OK, The Man I Love from Strike Up the Band, I Got Rhythm from Girl Crazy, and The Big Show from Jerome Kern's Head Over Heels.
This is the Red Network of the National Broadcasting Company.
Crazy, crazy. 88 years ago, June 27th, 1937, the Chase and Sanborn Hour, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up on our Saturday program, Screen Directors Playhouse production of Lady Takes a Chance, starring Joan Caulfield and John Lund. Also, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe with Gerald Moore and Richard Diamond, Private Detective, along with an episode of Dear Adolf, people writing to Mr. Hitler. On Sunday's program, Lights Out, Bathysphere, The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall from 1951, Nick Carter, Master Detective, starring Lon Clark from 1947, and a CBS Radio Workshop production of The Eternal Joan, the story of Joan of Arc. And on Monday, Chester Morris as Boston Blackie from 1944, Calling All Cars from 1937, Escape the Bloodbath from 1950, and Gettysburg, another episode of the Workshop. And then on Tuesday, Westerns with episodes of Gunsmoke and Fort Laramie from 1956, Roy Rogers from 1954, and another show, Wanted, from 1950. On Wednesday, the Encore Theater, The Man in White, starring Robert Taylor from 1946, another episode of Calling All Cars from 90 years ago, Dana Andrews and I Was a Communist for the FBI from 1952, and long before you had cops, you had Night Watch. That's from 1954. Real-life recordings of police work. On Thursday, Broadway is My Beat, starring Larry Thor. The Green Llama from 1949. Box 13 starring Alan Ladd from 1949, and The Challenge of the Yukon, The Puppy from 1947. That's all ahead this week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. But up next, it's the wedding day for Leila Ransom and the Great Gildersleeve.
There's a price tag on almost everything. Whether you drive a shiny new 1952 model or a pre-war jalopy, you had to pay the price. And when you're driving that car, remember that speed also has its price. The price tag on speed violations last year was 15,000 killed and 500,000 injured. This year, thousands of lives can be saved if you and millions of other motorists come to the sober realization that speed is the biggest killer on the highways and resolve to slow down before you or someone else pays the price that must be paid for it. You can do your part by keeping within speed limits. At all times, drive as though your life depends on it. It does.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with the end of the Great Gildersleeve series this for the 1942-43 season. This goes back 82 years, as I said, to 1943. And Gildy getting cold feet, but it's his wedding day.
Kraft presents the Great Gildersleeve. The Kraft Cheese Company will also bring you Bing Crosby every Thursday night. Present each week at this time Harold Peary as the Great Gildersleeve. Written by John Whedon and Sam Moore. We'll hear from the Great Gildersleeve in just a moment. But first, what's the reason you homemakers favor certain foods? Is it because they have a flavor that particularly pleases the family appetite? Or do you buy them for reasons of economy? Or maybe nutrition is your most important consideration? Well, one food that you'll find is entirely satisfactory for all three reasons is Parquet, the quality margarine made by Kraft. Parquet margarine is a favorite in millions of homes as a spread for bread and as an appetizing seasoning for hot vegetables. You'll find, too, that it's grand when used for baking and pan frying. What's more, Parquet margarine is wonderfully nutritious. In fact, it's one of the best energy foods you can serve. And in summer, as well as in winter, every pound contains 9,000 units of vitamin A. Now, as for economy, Parquet margarine costs a little cash and requires just 5 red ration points per pound. So, for flavor, for good family nutrition, and for red stamp and cash economy, serve Parquet, P-A-R-K-A-Y. Parquet margarine made by Kraft. Now let's hurry on to Summerfield, where the whole town seems to be in a flurry of excitement and anticipation. Cakes are a-baking and gifts are wrapping and tongues a-wagging. And everyone looks forward to the happy event which tomorrow will unite in matrimony Summerfield's favorite son. On the morn of his last day as a bachelor, we find the Great Gildersleeve lingering alone over breakfast and steadying his nerves with a 4th cup of coffee, while from the kitchen comes the sound of Bertie's rejoicing.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but...
Bertie!
Yes, sir?
For goodness sake.
Something you want, Mr. Gildersleeve?
If you must sing, sing something cheerful.
Yes, sir.
Where is everybody? Where's Marjorie? Where's Leroy?
I don't know, Mr. Gildersleeve. They came and they went.
Leroy didn't even finish his popsies.
No, sir. I expect he's around somewhere.
I don't know what's the matter with everybody here. I don't know what everybody is so sad about. Have to eat breakfast alone, have to listen to that.
Nobody knows how happy I am. Nobody knows but...
Bertie!
Yes, sir?
Nothing. Let it go. Let it go.
Nobody knows how happy I am.
Uncle Mort, I'm going down to help decorate the church.
Don't rush off, Marjorie. Come in and sit down with your old uncle while he finishes breakfast, won't you?
But I had mine hours ago.
I know, but just sit with me, won't you?
Well, just for a minute.
I don't know what it is. Everybody seems to be avoiding me. Have I done something?
No, Uncle Mort, no. Of course not.
Bertie hardly speaks to me. You haven't been around all morning. I'd even be glad to see Leroy. What's wrong, Marjorie?
Nothing, I guess. Everything. I can't explain. You wouldn't understand.
Is it Ben? You miss him, don't you?
Sure, I miss him. But not as much as I'm going to miss you.
Why, Marjorie, I'm going to be around. Just because I'm getting married, that doesn't mean anything's going to be changed. Marjorie, you don't think I'd... Marjorie!
Don't ask me anymore, please.
I give up. Bertie,
Yes, sir, Mr. Gildersleeve.
tell me, what's the matter with everybody this morning?
I don't know, Mr. Gildersleeve. Maybe the June bug has got him.
What's the matter? Has the June bug got you, too?
Yes, sir, I guess it has.
I give up. Anybody who has anything to do with women ought to have his head examined.
Oh, promise me that one day you and I...
Leroy!
Yes, Unc?
I've asked you before, please, not to sing that song.
What's the matter? Don't you like it?
I like the song, but I don't like your rendition.
Sorry.
Mr. Gildersleeve, excuse me.
Yes, Bertie, what do you want?
I love you.
Leroy!
No good?
No good. Come here, young man.
What, Unc? I'm just trying to put you in the mood.
You're going to put me in a sanitarium. I'm trying to talk with Bertie here, and you stick your shirt tail in. You're yelling your head off all the time. Now go find something to do.
Gosh, it's getting to a guy can't even open his mouth around here. What a character.
I heard that. Well, Bertie, what is it you wanted to say?
Well, sir, I suppose after you get married tomorrow, you probably won't be needing me anymore, huh?
Won't need you anymore. Bertie, stop talking nonsense.
Well, you'll be married then, and Mrs. Ransom probably got different ideas.
Listen, what's going on here? Is everybody gone crazy? Just because I'm getting married, the world doesn't have to come to an end. People have gotten married before, you know. People have been getting married for 15 or 20 years now. Ye gods, I never saw such a gloomy place. Marjorie crying, Leroy sulking, you talking about leaving. I can't stand it. I'm getting out of here. Hello, Peavy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you this merry morning?
Give me something for a headache.
A headache? Well, would you say you were suffering from an intestinal headache, or an eye strain headache, or a brain fatigue headache?
I've just got a great big headache, Peavy. Haven't you just got a plain headache cure?
Well, now, Mr. Gildersleeve, cure is a word we pharmacists like to avoid. You know, most headache remedies, for example, simply alleviate.
Oh, they do. Then, for heaven's sake, alleviate mine. Quick, will you?
All right, sir. Let me see. I've got a new preparation here the wholesale man has been pushing. It's called Head Ease.
Well, give me some of that. I'll try anything.
Here, take this with a little water.
Thank you, Peavy.
It'll be a few minutes before that takes effect. That is, if it does take effect.
I might as well wait here, then. If I go home, it'll just start again anyway.
Headache caused by domestic difficulties, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes, Mr. Peavy. By George, the way they're all behaving, you'd think they had to get married tomorrow.
Oh, my. Tomorrow is the happy day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tell me, is it normal for a man to be a little twitchy the day before his wedding?
Normal, Mr. Gildersleeve? Well, if anyone could say for sure what's normal and what isn't, he'd be a wise man.
Don't get off the track, Peavy. Were you nervous the day before your wedding?
Well, I wouldn't say nervous exactly, although my temperature went up to 99 2/10.
Fahrenheit, I suppose.
Yes. I checked it on 2 thermometers.
Well, my symptoms are different, Peavy. My left eye jumps. I've got a twitch in my left elbow, too, and, well, sort of a general apprehensive feeling.
Mm-hmm. I'd say it was possible that those symptoms all had some sort of psychological basis.
You mean you think they'll all disappear as soon as I'm married?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. That reminds me, I hope you won't mind, but Mrs. Peavy and I sent Mrs. Ransom a wedding gift.
Oh, well, that was very nice of you and Mrs. Peavy.
Oh, it's nothing to get excited about, Mr. Gildersleeve. It's a radish bowl.
Oh. Well, it's nice for radishes, anyway.
What I started to say was we didn't have it monogrammed.
Oh, that's all right, Peavy. Thanks anyway.
I've always been leery of monograms ever since my brother's wedding was canceled at the last minute.
Canceled?
Yes. And, Mr. Gildersleeve, you just can't imagine the trouble there was returning those wedding presents.
Oh, it must have been terrible. How did it happen that your brothers...
The monogram things were the worst, I remember. Stores won't take them back, you know.
Yeah, I know. You say the wedding was canceled?
This particular monogram was especially awkward because it happened to be QQP. A little off the beaten path, you might say.
Miles from it, Peavy. How did it happen your brother's wedding was canceled?
Well, I'll tell you. This was my younger brother. I don't believe you ever knew him. Lassiter, Peavy?
No. Never met Lassiter.
Well, he was engaged to marry a girl, a dancer named Queenie Quinn. I told you the monogram was QQP.
Yes, you told me.
Well, just the day before the wedding, he went to see her, and she took offense at some remark of his. She asked him to leave the house, and the next day she refused to marry him.
You don't say.
Yes, sir, and she was as good as her word.
Peavy, there was no other man involved.
Oh, no.
Your brother didn't lose all his money or anything.
No.
The girl just called the whole thing off because of a chance remark?
Well, I'm not sure, Mr. Gildersleeve. Knowing the lady in question, I always thought maybe Lassiter made that remark on purpose.
Oh, well, I think I'll be running along now, Peavy.
Well, how about a sedative for that jumpy feeling, Mr. Gildersleeve?
I won't need it, Peavy. I feel much better now. Remark, eh? All I need is a good remark. Leila, I'll say you and I have got to have an understanding. Things are going to be different around here after we're married. Things are going to be done the way I want. And if you don't like it, now is the time to do something about it, or forever after hold your peace. I'll tell her. Leila?
Honey, darling.
Darling. Leila, you and I have got to have an understanding.
Darling, I'd love to have an understanding with you.
You would?
Of course, right now I'm a little busy.
No, right now.
All right, darling. I just thought with the wedding and all.
The wedding can wait.
If you say so, darling, of course.
You don't have to be such a martyr about it.
Darling, nothing in the world is as important to me as what you want to do. You know that.
Huh?
Now, come sit down beside Leila on the swing and tell her what's troubling you.
I don't want to sit down.
Well, then maybe you'd like to walk in the garden. The roses are gorgeous.
I hate walking.
Oh, well then...
I hate roses, too. Let's sit down.
All right, let's. Oh, darling, your tie's all crooked. Here, let me fix it. You know, you need someone to take care of you. You really do.
What's the matter with my tie? I like it the way it is.
Oh, Throckmorton, you're being just a teensy bit difficult this morning.
Who's being difficult? Just because I make a chance remark about a tie, you try to make a great big issue out of it. Well, if you don't like it...
Oh, darling, don't misunderstand me. I love you when you're being difficult.
Huh?
It reminds me of Beauregard.
Beauregard.
I'll never forget when I was married to Beauregard. When he got up in the morning, he was always cross as a bear till he'd had his breakfast.
Well, I've had breakfast.
Why, some mornings he'd feel so mean he'd deliberately try to pick a quarrel with me. And then I'd kiss him and it made him so mad.
You mean he quarreled with you and you liked him for it?
Oh, gracious, no woman wants a man who has no spirit.
Peavy ought to get around more.
What, dear?
Huh? Oh, I said I'm sorry if I seem peevish.
Oh.
Right. The fact is, well, I've come here to confess something, Leila.
Oh, I love confessions.
Leila, please, be serious.
I'm serious, darling. Go on.
Well, I feel I should tell you this, Leila. I feel that I should warn you. I'm not worthy of you, my dear.
Oh, Throckmorton, don't be silly.
I'm not. I'm a terrible fellow, really. Hardly anybody likes me. There are things about me you don't know, Leila. I've done things you wouldn't believe.
Why, how fascinating. Tell me about them.
I couldn't, Leila. I couldn't. They're the kind of things people don't speak about. I can only warn you that if you go through with this wedding, it'll bring you nothing but unhappiness, Leila, much as it hurts me to say it.
Oh, now, Throckmorton, don't you worry. I'm going to tell you a secret. Beauregard was no saint either.
Beauregard. Always Beauregard.
I guess I never told you about my tragedy with Beauregard. It's a thing I don't talk about much. Even after all these years, the memory is too painful.
It's all right with me if I never hear about Beauregard again.
Oh, I'll never forget him standing there in the doorway that night, so proud and so handsome. We'd had words about something, and he said some dreadful things to me, and I guess I said some dreadful things to him.
And as he went out, he paused and he said, "Well, woman, is that all you have to say to me?" And that's all I said to him, Throckmorton. With just one word, one single word, I could have held him, but I didn't. I let him go. And that's the last time he was ever seen alive. I'll never forgive myself.
There, Leila.
That's why I'll never let you go, Throckmorton. Never, never, never.
Peavy.
Oh, I know we're going to be happy together, darling. Say we're going to be happy together, just you and I.
Sure, just you and I in Beauregard.
Great Gildersleeve will be with us again in just a few seconds. Meanwhile, you know the old saying, waste not, want not. Well, it certainly applies to food in these days of shortages. And it applies to everything related to food. For example, cash and red ration stamps. Now, one of the best ways to effect real economy of cash and red stamps is to buy foods that are low in point cost and high in food value, like Parquet, the quality margarine made by Kraft. For Parquet tempts the appetite in many ways. It's highly nourishing, and it requires a surprisingly small cash outlay and only 5 red ration points per pound. Your family will like Parquet margarine as a spread for bread and as a delicate seasoning in cooking vegetables from your victory garden. You'll like it for baking and for pan frying, too. Besides delicious flavor, Parquet is wonderfully nourishing. In fact, it's one of the best energy foods you can serve, and every pound contains 9,000 units of vitamin A. So, for all these reasons, serve your family Parquet, P-A-R-K-A-Y. Parquet margarine made by Kraft. Now, what of the great Gildersleeve? Well, the condemned man ate a hearty dinner, sat silently for half an hour, puffing on a cigar which he'd forgotten to light, and excused himself early. Big day ahead. For hours he tossed and turned in his bed, unable to sleep. And now at last, with the first pale light of dawn breaking over the South Street church, he's dozed off. The figure of Gildersleeve lies a dormant mass in a twisted sheet, but through his tortured brain race wild dreams, the dreams of a desperate man.
I can't go through with it.
Buck up, old man, buck up.
No, I can't go through with it.
Do you, Leila, take this man to be thy wedded husband, to love and to cherish, to have and to hold, till death do you part?
Indeed I do.
And do you, Throckmorton, take this woman to be thy wedded wife, to love, honor, and obey, till death do you part?
No!
Come back here!
Gildersleeve!
Head him off, somebody!
There he goes!
Oh, right through the Annie B. Mulhauser Memorial window. After him, then!
Unc!
Where are you, Leroy?
Here in the bushes. Quick, follow me. Marge has the car waiting.
Good boy. Run for it.
Step on it, Marge. I am stepping on it.
We'll step on it some more. Leroy, remind me to get the oil changed next time we get
Here
up.
they come. They're gaining on us.
Oh, my goodness.
Judge Hooker's at the wheel.
Hooker, he'll stop at nothing.
We haven't a chance, Unc. He's got a C card and we've only got an A.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Here comes the coroner. Boy, we took that one on 2 retreads.
If we can just make the house, I know a swell place to hide in the cedar closet.
Here we are. Pile out, Uncle Moore. Run forward, Unc.
Come on, kids. They'll be here any minute. Oh, the door's locked. Bertie, let me in.
Who that wants to come in?
It's me, Gildersleeve.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gildersleeve ain't here.
I know he's not here. I mean, he is so here. He's right here with me. I mean, I'm him. Never mind what I mean. Let me in, Bertie.
I'm sorry, I can't let nobody in till Mr. Gildersleeve comes back. He's down at the church getting married.
No, he's not. He's right here. Don't you recognize me, Bertie? It's me, Mr. Gildersleeve. Open the door and you'll see.
I ain't taking no chances. Let me hear you laugh.
Quick, Uncle Moore. Laugh. Here they come. Laugh. 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 Don't laugh.
How can I laugh?
Mr. Gildersleeve. Why didn't you say so?
Come on, Leroy, Marge, be quick. Slam the door. Oh, they're after me, Bertie. Protect me.
Who's after you?
Judge Hooker and his posse.
Well, they ain't going to get you. Not while I got this meat chopper.
Oh, quiet. I hear them coming up the walk.
There's nobody home but the maid.
Come out, wherever you are.
I won't.
Please.
No.
Pretty please.
No.
Come on, Gildersleeve. We've got the place surrounded. I'll give you just 30 seconds to come out of there.
Then what'll you do?
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
He'll do it, too, the old windbag.
Oh, my goodness. What am I going to do?
I'm huffing.
No.
I'm puffing.
Don't.
I'm going to blow.
No, don't blow. I'll give up, Judge. I'll give up. I'll give up, Judge.
What are you talking about, Gildy? It's time to wake up.
Mr. Gildersleeve, wake up. The judge is here. My land, look how he's tangled up that bed.
Wake up, old man. Wake up.
I never saw such huffing and puffing.
Judge, Bertie, oh, my goodness, I had the most horrible dream. I dreamed it was my wedding day.
Well, get up, you darn fool. It is.
Well, there it is. And whoever invented an ascot tie, I hope he chokes. And he will if he wears one like this.
Now, Gildy, you look fine. Here, slip on the vest.
Vest in the middle of July. Who said July was a good month for weddings?
It's not July, Gildy. It's only June.
June's no good either. Give me the coat.
There. I got you looking like a model bridegroom.
I don't believe it.
Look in the glass. How's that?
I look like a barefooted floor walker.
Well, shoes will help. And for heaven's sake, get going. We're due at the church in half an hour.
Oh, don't keep saying that.
Well, we are. Hurry up now and put on your shoes.
I'm waiting for my socks. Bertie's ironing my blue socks.
Blue?
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Gildy.
Am I blue? Am I blue?
Throckmorton, please. Now, it's getting late and you're behaving like an irresponsible child. Now, buck up.
I'm sorry, Horace. I'll be all right. I'll go through with it.
That's the stuff, Gildy.
Judge, how would it be if I sent her an anonymous letter warning her not to marry me?
She'd recognize your handwriting.
Oh, yes, darn it.
Uncle Mort, are you almost ready?
Oh, yes, my dear. Just trying to pull the judge together.
Is he all right, Judge? He looks terrible.
You're right, my dear. I do look terrible. I'm not going to wear this thing.
Oh, now, Uncle Mort, you look very nice.
Oh, thank you, my dear. You look nice, too.
Oh, do I really look all right? I've been so rushed, I hardly know what I've got on.
What's been keeping you so busy?
Well, Leila got a run on her last pair of nylons, and I simply tore all over town to find her another pair. And then she lost the key to her silk case, so I had to take it to the lock man.
Why not let Leroy do that?
He's guarding the wedding presents.
Oh, my goodness. Whose idea was that? Don't tell me.
Well, I've got to go, Uncle Mort. Hurry him up a little, won't you, Judge?
Yeah.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. You'd think this wedding was being put on by a family of train dispatchers. What are you doing, Hooker?
Just checking over a few last things. Did you remember to send the bride's bouquet?
Yes, Horace, I sent the bride's bouquet.
That's good. What'd you send?
Daisies.
Daisies? Merciful heavens, Gildersleeve, what was the idea of sending her daisies?
They were all out of geraniums.
Geraniums would have been worse.
Geraniums happen to be her favorite flower. She told me so.
Yeah, but she wouldn't want to get married in them.
Judge, I could get myself arrested. Maybe I could rob a bank.
The banks are all closed now.
Oh, yeah. There must be some way to get in jail.
Excuse me, Mr. Gildersleeve. Here's your socks.
Oh, thank you, Bertie. Loyal to the last.
Thank you, Mr. Gildersleeve. And if I don't see you again before you're married, I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Thank you, Bertie. Thank you.
Come on, Gildy, come on. Get your shoes on now.
All right.
Oh, Throckmorton, there's one other little matter. It's customary for the best man to pay the minister.
All right, go ahead and pay him. Don't bother me with details.
Yeah, but the groom always provides the money.
What?
You put the fee in a little envelope with Dr. Needham's name on it, and I hand it to him.
Oh, no, you don't, Hooker. I wasn't born yesterday.
Now, don't be a stubborn jackass. It's just to save you embarrassment at a time when you'll have your hands full. If you'd rather give him the envelope yourself, go ahead.
Well, how much do I put in the envelope?
Oh, the usual amount.
Well, what is the usual amount?
Well, I don't know. I believe it's just whatever you think the minister deserves for marrying you.
Well, I'll have to give him more than that, Judge.
Well, maybe $10.
Hi, Judge. How's the bridegroom coming along?
Well, little Leroy. Little Leroy. Come here, my boy.
What do you want?
Leroy, it's nice to see you dressed up for a change.
Thanks, Unc. Same to you. Stick your shirt tail in.
Yeah. Well, won't be long now, my boy.
No, won't be long now.
We've got to stick together, my boy. After all, we're the men of the family.
That's right, Unc.
Leroy, you remember that old haunted house?
Yeah?
What if we sneaked out there right now and you tied me up with a lot of ropes and left me there till this thing blows over, huh?
Ooh, that's a great idea. We could go out.
All right, Gildy, no more of that. Go on, get out of here, Leroy. Your uncle's got a lot of things on his mind.
What's that?
That's the taxi I ordered to take us to the church. Come on, Gildy, we're late now.
But, Judge...
Hurry up, Gildy. Taxis cost money.
But, Horace...
Gildersleeve, what on earth are you doing?
I'm looking for my good luck piece. Oh, I can't find my good luck piece.
Never mind it.
Let go of me, Horace. I can't go without my good luck piece. Can't seem to remember what I'm supposed to do.
Just stand here, Throckmorton.
Here?
Yes. Then when Leila gets here, you and she walk side by side up the steps and stand in front of Dr. Needham.
Way up there?
Of course.
Where will you be, Horace?
I'll be right behind you, old boy. Now, here comes Leila. Go on up.
Hello, Leila.
Daisies.
Well, I...
Hush.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. If any man can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace. Throckmorton, wilt thou have this woman to be thy wedded wife, to live together in...
I beg your pardon, Doctor. Just one moment, please.
Who's that?
A soldier.
I happen to be this lady's husband.
Beauregard!
Darling, I thought you were dead.
Why, Leila, child, I never felt better in my life.
Well, Throckmorton, I hardly know what to say. This seems to be my late husband.
Late my eye. He's just in time. Well, that was a pretty narrow squeak for me, wasn't it, folks? Good old Beauregard. This is our last broadcast this season, but we'll return again in just 8 weeks. Before saying goodbye, we want to thank you for all the Sunday evenings you've given us and the nice letters you've written us. We want to thank our sponsors, the Kraft Cheese Company, for their sympathetic understanding and cooperation. And we want to give the credit due to all the members of the Gildersleeve family whom you have come to know over the past year. Shirley Mitchell, who plays Leila, Lorene Tuttle as Marjorie, Lillian Randolph, who plays Bertie, Walter Tetley, who plays Leroy, Earl Ross, who plays Judge Hooker, Ben Alexander as Bashful Ben, and Richard LeGrand, our Mr. Peavy. Thanks, too, to Claude Sweeten for his excellent music, and 3 low bows to our writers, John Whedon and Sam Moore, and to our chief, the producer, Cecil Underwood. Good night, everybody. Have a pleasant summer.
This is Ken Carpenter speaking for the Kraft Cheese Company. We hope you'll be listening when the Great Gildersleeve returns again the end of August at this same time and over these same stations.
Homemade homemakers, I want to tell you about something that's a point saver, a time saver, and a money saver all in one. It's Kraft Dinner, the product that gives you swell macaroni and cheese in just 7 minutes cooking time. A package that serves 4 takes just 1 red ration point, and the cost per serving is only a few cents. Does all this sound too good to be true? Well, get one of those yellow and blue packages of Kraft Dinner. See how the special Kraft Dinner macaroni cooks fluffy tender just in boiling water. See how the Kraft grated in every box lets you whisk cheese goodness through and through that fluffy macaroni. Then listen to the folks compliment you on that speedy macaroni and cheese. If company's coming, you might mold that hot macaroni and cheese into a ring and serve it with a little cream meat or fish or vegetables. You see, Kraft Dinner is an all-round wartime meal helper. It can help you stretch other foods. So look for it at your food store. Look for Kraft Dinner. This program has come to you from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
So, yes, Gildy was that close to getting married to Leila Ransom. From 82 years ago, June 27th, 1943, the Great Gildersleeve here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage to support us. You can do that at classicradio.stream. Number of things you can purchase there, including a wonderful XH data radio to listen to your favorite radio station on. You can't hear us on it, but it's AM, FM, and shortwave, so you've got all sorts of things to listen to, especially if something bad happens. That's all there also. A number of other things you can purchase, or if you just want to make a donation, you can do that there by buying me a copy. That's at classicradio.stream. Coming up next, Jack Benny.
Do you know how old the school building in your community is? If it's over 25 years old, the chances are that it's woefully inadequate. Join with the groups in your community working for better school conditions. Remember, better schools build a stronger America.
So it's the last show for Jack Benny in the 1948 season. We're going to 47-48. We're going to go back 77 years to hear this show from New York City. And the Jack Benny Show, June 27th, 1948.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strike, first again with Tobacco Man. First again with Tobacco Man.
More independent tobacco experts smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next 2 leading brands combined. Yes, more than the next 2 leading brands combined.
There you have the findings of a recent impartial survey, which reveals the personal smoking preference of the men who really know tobacco. Auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen.
So for your own real, deep-down smoking enjoyment, light up a Lucky. Light up a really fine cigarette, and puff by puff, you'll see.
LSMFT. LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw. So smoke the smoke tobacco experts smoke. Lucky Strike.
First again with Tobacco Man. Lucky Strike. From New York City, the Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last broadcast of this season. We've had 39 strenuous weeks of radio, and on the shoulders of the star of our show fell the task of carrying this burden. So, without further ado, we bring you a very tiresome comedian.
That's tired.
Jack Benny!
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking, and Don, you're right. This has been a very grueling season. Work, nothing but work. I tell you, Don, I'm so tired right now I can hardly keep my big blue eyes open. I'm really all in.
Well, Jack, I know it's been a tough season, but I can't understand why you should be that tired. After all, you're only 39.
Well, look, Don, it's hard for a man of your age to realize how tired you can get. How old are you?
38.
Well... Just wait 15 years till you're 39. You'll be tired, too. course, the burden you're carrying is not on your shoulders. See? How you got a pair of pants to fit your burden is beyond me.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Jack. I wish you'd stop joking about my being fat. It's embarrassing. People on the street point at me. Why, taxi drivers won't even stop for me.
Yeah, I can't understand that, Don. New York taxi drivers are known for their courtesy and politeness. Why, take the fellow who drove me from the station to my hotel. When I got out, he was so shy he wouldn't even ask me for the fare. He just grabbed me by the ankles, turned me upside down, and shook me. Can you imagine that?
Oh, my goodness, Jack. What did you say?
Nothing. I had my money in my mouth. Anyway, I will say this cab driver is very efficient. He picked me up at the station, drove straight to the Sherry Netherlands Hotel.
Oh, do you live there?
No, he does. You know, these cab drivers... Well, look who's here. Hello, Mary.
Hiya, Jack. Hello, everybody.
Well, Mary, here we are finishing another season. Another 39 weeks that you've worked for me. How do you feel?
Hungry.
What do you mean, hungry?
On what you pay me, I can't even open a window with the automat.
All right. You and your jokes, automat. I saw you at the store club last night.
I was selling cigarettes.
Selling cigarettes. How'd you do?
Not bad. I was first again with tobacco men.
Hey, that's pretty good. You know, we can use that routine at the Palladium Theater in London. Just think, Mary, pretty soon we'll be on the high seas on our way to England.
I know, and Jack, before we go, you ought to have all your clothes cleaned. That ship we're going on is kind of big. You won't be able to lean over the side and do your laundry.
I'm glad you didn't stop too long there. I'll find a way. Well, Mary, I tried to reach you yesterday. Where were you?
I was visiting my sister Babe in the Polyclinic Hospital.
Gee, I didn't know Babe was sick.
She's not. She's the janitor there.
Honey, I knew she could do it. I can't understand how Mert lets her... Come in.
Telegram for Jack Benny.
Here, boy, I'll take it. Here's a tip for you.
Oh, boy, a nickel. Now I can live at the Sherry Netherlands.
Jack, who's the telegram from?
Wait till I open it, Mary. Here, Mary, you open it. I haven't had my Wheaties today.
Okay.
What does it say?
Dear Jack, understand you're going to England next Wednesday. Wish I had gone last Thursday. Signed, Joe Walcott.
Isn't that nice? He wired me as soon as he came to. That was really...
All right, Jackson, they've waited long enough, so stand aside, Dad. Let them see me. Let them
Hiya.
look at something pretty.
Well, Phil, here we are finishing another season. Another 39 weeks that you worked for me. How do you feel?
Thirsty.
Oh, fine. Mary's hungry and you're thirsty.
Hey, Jackson, were you at the Lewis Walcott fight at the Yankee Stadium Friday night?
Sure, Phil. I was sitting right up front.
Did you hear the big reception I got when I came in? Everybody jumped to their feet and cheered and yelled.
Really, Phil? When'd you come in?
At 2 minutes and 56 seconds of the 11th round.
Heaven's sake, Phil, they were cheering the fight. Jersey Joe Walcott was staggering all over the place.
So was I.
What?
I hope Walcott felt better the next morning than I did.
I'm sure he did.
Say, Phil, I haven't seen you since you came in from Cleveland. Where have you been?
Oh, Dunsey, I had to stop off in Philadelphia to cast my vote at the Republican convention.
You, Phil, you cast your vote?
Certainly. I was chairman of the delegation from Doo-Wah Diddy.
You can't give them those words.
Well, why do you keep putting them in there?
Say, Jack.
What?
Didn't you think the convention was exciting?
The convention, it sure was. And those Republicans must be pretty sure of getting into the White House. They nominated Dewey, Warren, and 4 piano movers. And you know, kids, It's quite an honor to us Californians to have our governor nominated for vice president. I'm pretty thrilled because just 2 years ago, Earl Warren was a guest on my program.
Yeah, and Jackson, that Governor Warren's really a good-looking guy, ain't he?
He sure is, Phil. He's very popular, too.
Yeah, what a guy. Handsome, beautiful smile, full of charm and personality. Why, if he could lead a band, he'd be another Phil Harris.
How do you like that?
Say, Phil,
What is it, Livy?
if Walcott's head was as big as yours, Lewis would have hit it in the first round.
Mary, I could kiss you for that.
Thanks, Jack, but I'm still hungry.
Well, I'll get you a sandwich when we get to London. No use having one here. We may have a rough voyage. You know. Oh, say, Don.
Yes, Jack?
I've had a request to repeat the Sabre Dance on my violin. Is the quartet here?
Yes, there they are, the Sportsmen.
Oh, yes, I didn't see them. Hello, fellas. Hello, fellas. Boys, I said hello. Don, squeeze them, will you?
Okay.
Good. Now, wait till I get my violin. Hand it to me, will you, Mary?
All right, but I'll hate myself in the morning.
Never mind, give me. All right, boys, let's go. The Sabre Dance.
You better try a Lucky. They are made down in Kentucky. Better buy Lucky's, better try Lucky's, better buy Lucky's, better try Lucky's. That's a cigarette that you will like. You better hurry, hurry. You don't want us all to worry. Hurry up, buy 'em, hurry up, try 'em. Look at your missing, look at your missing. Hurry up and try a Lucky Strike.
For your own deep-down smoking enjoyment, you should try Lucky's, for then you will see why. And who will agree?
Stop and smoking this and hurry now and buy a carton. That should be enough to start on Lucky's. That will be your favorite brand. They are the best brand in the land. Lucky strikes a cigarette for me. Now before we finish, there is one important thing, as you may guess. Quality of product is essential to continuing success.
Boy, that was wonderful. I was never better. I mean, you were good, too, in there, you know. I wish you were going to England with me.
Hey, Jackson, while we're over in London, I'm going to buy one of them English tweeds.
You mean a suit?
Yeah, and I ain't going to take just any old English suit in London. I'm going to pick a dilly. Oh, Harris, I'll bet Milton Berle's got that written down already.
Written down. He's got it on television right now. And not only that, as soon as we get...
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Dennis. Well, Dennis, here we are finishing another season. Another 39 weeks you've been working for me. How do you feel?
At the Sherry Netherlands.
What?
Gee, I read the wrong line.
Dennis, I haven't seen you since we got to town. You been having a good time?
Boy, I'll say. Gee, I really like New York. The people here are so friendly and so trusting.
Trusting? What do you mean, kid?
Well, last night a fella stopped me on the street and he wanted to borrow $5. And when I gave it to him, he didn't even ask me my name.
For heaven's sake, Dennis, if he didn't get your name, how will he know who to return it to?
Well, he stuck with the money. Let him worry about it.
Dennis, kid, come here a minute.
Huh?
I want to feel your head, see if it's ripe enough to pick yet.
Say, Dennis, I want to thank you for taking me to the fight Friday night. You were the only one that asked me.
Dennis, you take Mary to the fight?
Yeah. Gee, what excitement at the end of the 11th round when the police all gathered around, picked him off the floor, and carried him back to his seat.
Joe Wolcott?
No, Phil Harris.
Oh, yes, Phil.
Gee, I was so proud. He's my friend.
Dennis, everybody here in the studio is anxious to hear your song. How about it?
Okay.
Now, hold it, kid. Come in. Well, Mr. Kitzel.
Hello, Mr. Benny Boy. Oh, my, it's a pleasure to see you.
Well, Mr. Kitzel, how do you happen to be in New York?
I came here last week to go to a wedding. A cousin of mine got married.
Oh, well, congratulations. Mr.
Usual.
Kitzel.
Yes.
Did you have a good time at the wedding? It was a big party, eh?
The wine flowed like celery tonic.
Celery tonic?
That's a vegetarian champagne.
Oh.
And then right after the ceremony was over, I was the first in line to kiss the groom.
The groom? You're supposed to kiss the bride.
With her face, we had trouble getting the groom to do it.
Oh, well, did you meet a lot of your old friends there?
Everybody who I knew for years, even Pansy Nussbaum.
Pansy Nussbaum, huh?
She's working for, you should excuse the expression,
I have
Fred
an
Allen.
idea. Yeah, I have an idea. Well, Mr. Kitzel, I'm awfully glad you dropped in.
Thank you, Mr. Benny. And here I brought you a farewell present for your boat trip. I had that made especially for you.
Well, let's see it. Now, isn't that cute? A long bagel that spells out Bon Voyage. Thank you very much, Mr. Kitzel.
Use it in good health.
Thank you. Goodbye. Isn't it funny how I run into Mr. Kitzel nearly every place I go? Now, come on, Dennis, it's time for your song. What's it going to be?
It's a lullaby that I recorded for RCA Victor called Sleep, My Child.
Swell. Go right ahead.
Every night a young little mother sings a lullaby. Tenderly she clings to her baby when he starts to cry. Her face is like an angel's as she looks up to the sky. And she sings this song of hope that will not die. Sleep, my child, though your daddy's far away. Sleep, my child. We'll be back with him someday. He is trying so to find a home that's safe for you and me, where we still may share some happiness and live a life that's free. Sleep, my child. We must try to keep from you all the pain and the sadness we've been through. You will have your chance to grow up strong in some fine land where you belong. Sleep, my child. For your daddy's far away. Schlaf, mein Kind. We'll be back with him someday. You will have your angel drop strong in some fine land where you'll belong. Alul, 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 schlaf, mein
A really wonderful number, Dennis, and you sang it beautifully. And, Phil, it's the first time I've heard the orchestra sound so nice. I'll take it. It's probably Rochester. Hello?
Hello, this is the operator. I have a long-distance call for Jack Benny in New York City.
Long distance? Where's it from?
Harlem.
That's what I thought. Put him on. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Well, it's about time you called, Rochester. I haven't heard from you since we arrived in New York.
I'm sorry, boss, but Monday night when I got to Harlem, there was a big party celebrating Joe Louis's victory.
Monday night? Wait a minute, Rochester. It wasn't until Friday night that Louis beat Walcott.
We're still celebrating his victory over Smelling.
But that was 10 years ago. Why are they holding the party now?
It was postponed on account of rain.
Well, Rochester, I hope it's not a wild party. What are you having to drink?
I don't know, but I'm calling from the chandelier.
That's what I thought. Now, Rochester, I hope you packed everything in my trunk that I need. You know, while I'm in London, I'm going to participate in the Olympic Games.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Well,
surprised. You were so surprised.
Hope you win, boss. I hope you win.
You do?
Yeah, America hasn't had a tiddlywink champion in years.
Rochester, I'm not going to London just to tiddly. Look, for your information, I'm going to throw the discus.
You're going to what, the who?
I'm going to throw the discus. Throwing the discus is an ancient Roman sport that was popular during the days of Nero.
I thought you were playing the fiddle then.
Now cut that out. And Rochester, when I leave, I hope you'll be down to the dock to see me off.
Oh, I will, boss. I will.
Goodbye, Rochester.
Goodbye.
I'm going to miss Rochester, too. But just think, kids, in a little while, we'll be out on the Atlantic Ocean. Headed. Come in.
Pardon me, I was looking for the washroom, but this will do.
Why, Fred!
Jack, I really dropped in tonight.
Wait a minute, Fred, wait a minute. Let me look at you.
Yeah?
Gee, you're looking swell.
Yeah?
I've never seen you have such rosy-colored bags under your eyes.
Well, look, Jack, I dropped in
and that pained expression on your face. You look like a hen trying to lay a basketball. I'm getting mine in first.
Well, all right, Jack.
And those wrinkles. Out of the Fred, your face looks like a convertible with the top halfway down, you know?
Now, sit down, little man. You must be tired after that Bob Hopian outburst. Ladies and gentlemen, please tune in your radios an hour from now when this nature boy of the gay 90s is a guest on my program without his writers.
Now, Fred, what...
Benny, without his writers, you can't tell Benny from Mr. Hush.
Now, wait a minute, Fred. What do
and
you...
he should talk about the way I look. Benny's hairline has receded so far, he combs his eyebrows to keep up his morale.
Fred, no.
I have seen more fuzz on a harvest moon. I'd hate to be drowning and have someone throw me a line like that.
Hey, Fred, persimmon face. Look at it. What did you come barging in here for anyway?
Well, frankly, I didn't drop in here to see you, Jack. It's Mary I'd like to talk to. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Fred. What is it you wanted?
Well, Mary, you can do me a great favor. I came...
Hiya, Frederick. Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Phil Harris, Hollywood's answer to Look, Ma, I'm drinking. There's Dennis Day. Hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Allen.
Look, Fred, we're doing a program. Now, what do you want to see Mary about?
Yes, Fred, what is it?
Well, Mary, every now and then, Portland likes to take a couple of weeks off my program, and I thought a hungry girl like you might like to take her place.
Well, thanks, Fred, but I don't think I could take Portland's place.
Oh, yes, you could. Why don't you just try reading a line or two?
Wait a minute. Fred, I don't want my program sounding like yours.
I had 3 answers to that, Mr. Benny. 2 of them the censor took out, and the third one I wouldn't dare tell without an airwick on the premises.
Oh, Jack, I'll just imitate Portland for a second. It won't sound like Fred's program.
Well,
go ahead, Mary.
Well, all right. Oh, Mr. Allen! Mr. Allen!
What is it, Portland?
I'm from the South, the deep South, that is.
Terrible. And I'm not wrong for this one.
Dennis.
Howdy, Bub.
Now, stop that. Look, Fred, will you please let me run my own show? This is worse than last week when Bob Hope dropped in on us unexpectedly.
Not worse than last week. No.
We used up so much time, my program was cut off the air 10 seconds too soon.
Well, I thought it was cut off 30 minutes too late, actually.
Now, listen, Al.
Oh, wait a minute, Jack. Don't get excited. And, Fred, as much as I'd like to substitute for Portland, I couldn't. You see, Jack has me signed to exclusive contract.
Well, Mary, that's nothing to worry about. Contracts can be broken. Let me see yours.
Well, Fred, I'd rather not. I'm too modest.
What has modesty got to do with your contract?
It's tattooed on my back.
You're darn right. Anyway, Mary, you're under exclusive contract to me. If you go on Fred's program, I'm not going to take you to Europe.
Oh, all right, Jack, I won't.
You know, Fred, we're going to appear at the Palladium in London.
Yeah?
And then we're going to tour the continent. We're even going to Germany.
Good. That'll teach them to start wars over there.
That I'm going to ignore entirely, as I hoped the audience would.
Oh, Jack, stop arguing. Why don't you 2 kiss and make up?
Well, all right, Mary, I'm willing.
Of course you're willing. You have to kiss me. Look what I'm stuck with. Anyway, I'm leaving for England soon, so I won't have to see you for a while.
Well, I can't imagine you spending the money to go to Europe.
What are you talking about? I always spend money. Well, I even went to see the Lewis Walcott fight.
I know. I saw you coming out of that newsreel theater.
What?
You spend money. Why, the last time you opened your wallet, Washington said to Lincoln, "Pull down the shade, Abe. The light's killing me."
Listen, now, another crack like that, and I'll punch you so hard it'll straighten out your wrinkles and make your face 4 feet square.
I've seen better material than that in a $4 suit. Why, you refugee from the old
Yours is worse
folks.
than mine. Now, just read it. Go ahead. Wait till you hear this one. You think mine is a stinker? Listen to this one. Go ahead.
Why, you refugee from the old folks' home? You want the rest of it?
Yeah.
If you had enough strength to double up your fist, you'd be too tired to swing it.
There, that gives you an idea. That's what you think. You better shut up or I'll pull your lip down and hook it to your belt buckle.
Oh, brother.
Now, I'm warning you, Alan. You better get out while I still got control of my temper.
Now, careful now, Benny. You're liable to blow your top, and you paid $8 for it.
You finally...
It's about time.
Throw him out.
Don't bother, Mary. I'm leaving anyway.
Go on, beat it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not appearing on your program tonight.
Then you won't get paid.
What time's rehearsal?
8 o'clock.
I'll be there. Goodbye, Fred.
Goodbye, Jack.
he's a sweet guy. Play, Phil.
Jack will be back in just a minute, but first...
American. Lucky Strike. First again with Tobacco Men. First again with Tobacco Men.
As a recent impartial survey reveals, more independent tobacco experts smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. Yes, more than the next two leading brands combined. Lucky Strike.
First again with Tobacco Men. That's what the survey shows. Now listen to a statement recently made by Mr. James Maynard Talley, tobacco warehouseman from Durham, North Carolina. From what he knows, from what he sees, this is what he said.
Season after season, I've seen good, ripe, mild tobacco bought by the makers of Lucky Strike. I've smoked Lucky's 18 years. They give me a mild, mellow smoke.
So take a tip from the experts, and for your own real, deep-down smoking enjoyment, light up a Lucky. Light up a really fine cigarette, and puff by puff, you'll see.
LSMFT. LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And in a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. So smoke the smoke tobacco experts smoke. Lucky Strike.
First again with Tobacco Men. Lucky Strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my cast, my writers, everybody associated with my program, I want to thank all of you who have been listening to us for nigh on to 16 years. We'll see you again in the fall. I want to thank Alan for lousing up my program, and I hope you'll tune into our summer replacement, a new and exciting quiz program called Let's Talk Hollywood. The show will feature George Murphy and Edith Gwynn. And
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Yep, got cut off early again. Jack Benny, 77 years ago, June 27th, 1948, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll check in with the couple next door in a moment.
Daily, the broadcasts of Radio Free Europe and Radio Free Asia strike through the Iron Curtain, bringing the truth about the free world to the captive peoples behind it. Help send a message by giving to the 1952 Crusade for Freedom.
All right, we wrap up this Friday edition of the program going back some 65 years to June 27th, 1960. We check in with Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce, the couple next door.
CBS Radio brings you The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, there you are. Didn't you hear me yelling for you?
No, dear. I was sitting here listening to the 9 o'clock news. For heaven's sakes, look at you. Why are you racing downstairs dripping wet with nothing around you but a bath towel?
Because I was in the tub and I yelled and I yelled and I yelled at you.
Well, you're getting wet foot marks all over the living room rug, honey. Goodness, look at the stair cup. What did you want?
I wanted you to bring me the February issue of your Women's World magazine.
Why in the world do you want that?
Well, I want the next installment of a mystery story.
Why, you never read my women's magazines. How'd you have to start up a...
Look, didn't you suggest that I get in a hot tub and relax after weeding the garden so long and read something?
Yes,
Well, all right, I did that. I got in the tub, and then I remembered I had nothing to read, so I climbed out again. I didn't want to come all the way downstairs, so I looked for something to read in our bedroom, you know.
Yes.
Well, you know, usually we have magazines and books piled up all over the room, seems to me, but of course, nothing there. And I was standing there dripping wet, and then there was nothing to read.
Well, Jeff, I'm sorry. Just today I picked up everything and sorted them and threw out.
Of course. Well, the only thing I could find was a magazine under the English ivy plant, so I grabbed that, and I leaped back into the tub. Well, I saw this story that was the only thing that looked interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know it was continued, of course. I wouldn't have started it.
I bet I knew that mystery. The man in room 412?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
yes,
it was the January issue. Now I want February.
Oh, it's marvelous. Goodness, I don't know if I have February. Well, go dry off. You've been in a hot tub long enough anyhow. I'll look for the next issue.
Have you noticed how often people serve dips at parties these days? Well, the perfect chips to dip are king-size style Fritos corn chips. The flavor is great, and they won't break at the slightest touch either. Fritos corn chips are made to munch.
Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos. Corn chips, it's not polite to smack your lips, but you can't help it with Fritos corn chips. Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos. Corn chips.
Honey, wake up, will you? I'm awful sorry to bother you, but could you talk to me just a minute? Darling, where is the June issue?
Why the...
Honey, I'm sorry to wake you.
Oh, what's the matter? You sick?
No,
You sick? You're sick? What's the matter?
No,
What-
darling, no, shh. Where in Sam Hill is the June issue? The magazine.
Haven't you gone to bed?
No, I haven't gone to bed. I got trapped reading that darn continued
I'm sick.
story.
What time is it? 1:30? You're still sitting up reading my women's magazine?
Yes, I am, and I cannot find...
Well, you were dead tired when you came home from the office. And you worked like a dog in the garden. You were going to take a hot bath. You were going to go to bed early.
I know all that, but I told you I started reading this mystery story, and I didn't know it was continued, and I kept thinking this is the last installment I'll read, and then, of course, it says to be concluded, just at the crucial point. So then
Now, look, be sensible,
So
dear.
then I
for
race
goodness
around the
sake.
place trying to find the next issue.
Are you a little touched in the head or something? It is 1:30. You have to go to work tomorrow.
I know that, but I just finished the May installment, and it says concluded in the June issue, and I can't find the June magazine. Now...
Well, I don't know where it is. I'll look for it tomorrow, dear.
Tomorrow, no, honey, for Pete's sake. Look, I've read 5 installments. Now, I've just gotten to the last one. I want to know how it ends.
Oh, you're talking about the man in room 412?
Yes.
Well, as I recall, it turns out that Grimaldi was a spy.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Love of Mike, I want to read it myself. Oh, honey, I am sorry. I really am, but I want to read it.
Don't you think you're being a little silly? It is 1:30.
I
It is 1:30.
know it is 1:30, and nobody knows it better than I do, and I think I am being absolutely idiotic, but having read 5 installments, now I have 1 to go, and I certainly want to know how the darn thing ends. Now, where do you think the June issue might be?
I don't know. I honestly don't
I
know.
apologize. I do. I'm sorry to wake you, but I've looked everywhere. I found the March issue. I found the April and May down in the basement.
Did you go through all that pile of stuff in the basement?
All of it, yes. First of all, when I finished the February issue, I couldn't find the March. All I could find was April. See, well, I didn't want to skip a whole installment, so I went through another pile of newspapers and magazines, and finally I found the March issue. And I might add, 1 whole page was ripped out of that installment.
Well, I'm certainly sorry, dear. I probably ripped out a recipe or something. How'd I know you were going to prowl around the whole house months later all night long, waking me up and... What are you handing me my bathrobe for?
Please help me look for the June issue. Oh, honey, I know I'm being impossible, but I have got to know who that mysterious man is in room 412. And why Fanshawe was killed when I just figured out that he was the murderer. And what that Count von Richter just found in the secret desk drawer that made him catch the next plane to Switzerland, you know, he just...
You know, this is a side of your nature that I've never known before in all the years we've been married. All right, get my slippers out of the closet. I must say I know how you feel.
Yeah, well, honey, I do. I feel ridiculous making such a fuss, but...
Oh, you're so funny. You're getting so excited over a mystery story, which is a marvelous story, but it isn't that good to lose sleep, dear,
It's
really.
just that I have got to know how it ends.
I didn't know you even read continued stories.
Well, I don't, but because I can't stand the suspense of waiting from month to month. As I told you, I wouldn't have started this one if I'd known that it was continued.
Well, it generally says something like beginning a new exciting mystery novel in 6 parts or something like that.
Well, if it did, I didn't see it.
Well,
Now, come
it
on.
always says
Help me look for the last installment, will you, honey, so I can get some sleep?
Yeah. I just hope that I didn't throw it out.
Oh,
well, I'm not sure.
Don't even say things like that. Well, you know, come on, honey, please.
More from the couple next door in just a moment.
Aggie, your rug looks like new.
Shampooed it myself right on the floor.
And you said impossible.
That's when I was all tired out with nagging backache.
And muscular aches and pains.
And am I glad I took your tip about that. You said try Doan's pills.
Good advice. That's Doan's Pills, an analgesic and mild diuretic to the kidneys.
Nagging backache, also headache, dizziness, and muscular aches and pains, may come on with overexertion, emotional upsets, or everyday stress and strain. Doan's pain-relieving action is often the answer, and they also offer mild diuretic action through the kidneys. So if nagging backache is making you feel worn out, tired, and miserable, with restless, sleepless nights, don't wait. Try Doan's Pills, used successfully by millions for over 60 years. See if they don't bring you the same welcome relief. Get Doan's Pills today. To save money, buy Doan's Big Economy size.
You gave it away? They gave it away, the June issue?
Yes, there's no sense looking all over for it anymore. I just remembered when Mrs. Tenney was here cleaning, she asked if I were through.
Well, of all the darn fool things to do.
Now, you just calm down.
Well...
What is the matter with you? You know, lately your disposition is terrible. You lose your temper over nothing.
Well,
lately.
I'm sorry. I really am. Forgive me. I know it. I think it's because of this darn diet we're on. I get hungry, and I'm so sick of counting calories. All I think about is food.
I know. Me too. We did agree we should take off a few pounds, honey.
I'm sorry to snap at you like that. I really am. Well, look, honey, tell me how the story ends, will you? So we can get to bed and get some sleep.
Well, turn off the hall light here. Let's get upstairs. Grimaldi was working for the Count who didn't know the papers were forged when he gave them to that woman at the railroad station. The real papers were hidden in a shack at the bottom of the ski lift.
Yes.
And it was the skiing instructor who was in cahoots with the man with the scar on his face who was posing as Monsieur Le Chambray.
Yeah?
And he only pretended not to know that sort of stupid desk clerk.
Yes.
Well, actually, the desk clerk wasn't stupid.
No.
He was really the mastermind.
The desk clerk?
Yes, really the mastermind. And it was he who exchanged the room keys.
Well, who turned out to be the man in room 412?
There wasn't any. That was the whole point.
There wasn't?
No.
What do you mean?
Oh, yes, there was. Well, now, it was quite an unexpected twist. Oh, it was very clever. Now, wait a minute. Well, honey, it's been so long since I read it. You know that the June issues of things always arrive the end of May.
Can you get the magazine back from Mrs. Tenney?
I'll ask her. She hasn't thrown it out, dear. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. Oh, golly, I could kick myself. Look at the time. Was it 2 a.m.?
Of course, I won't go to sleep now trying to remember the end of the story. If I think of it, shall I wake you?
Oh, yes, please.
All right.
The Couple Next Door stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
See, back before the internet, you couldn't, you can't just go Google the story. Peg Lynch, Alan Bunce, The Couple Next Door, 65 years ago, June 27th, 1960, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Comedy and drama tomorrow with the Screen Directors Playhouse production of The Lady Takes a Chance, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, starring Gerald Moore, Richard Diamond, Private Detective Dick Powell, and Dear Adolf. That's coming up tomorrow on Classic Radio Theater. See you tomorrow. I'm Wyatt Cox.